Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes and
Moose Mike.
So welcome back to all our returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give us a thumbie. They are free, so you will be seeing this on Friday. So that means after today there will only be 3 sleeps till the big man himself comes and hopefully brings you all your presents of your dreams. But in the meantime, it is time for our regular Friday video, which is, in fact, Crochet Catch Up. Crochet Catch Up is where Mike and I fill you in on all the crocheting we have managed to get done in the last week. And public service announcement, I do have a Crochet Catch Up scheduled to be filmed for next Friday. However, we will be spending Christmas at my parents'. There will be young children below the age of 6. The likelihood of Mike and I having much to show next week is slim to none, so be warned. We will still come on, but it might be yeah, we got nothing done, let's just chat for 10 minutes. So, just to let you know. Also, there is, of course, no Tile of the Week to take you back to because we are on break from Tile of the Week, so that hasn't been done. And then I have been hyper-focusing on just one project, and Mike has begun another project because he had nothing left on his hooks after last week. So this should be relatively quick. We have one thing a piece. So if I jump in with mine, I told you that I didn't want too many whips carrying over to next year. So I have been hyper focusing on my Fruit Squares blanket that I've been making for the best part of 2 years, guys. I had hoped that I would have all the squares joined and the border put on and it would be done. That is not the case. I have, however, managed to get all the squares joined. It now just needs a border, so it will definitely be completed by the end of the year. It just isn't completed by the end of this week because, as you can imagine, the lead up to Christmas is super busy, lots to do, limited time, yada yada. It is what it is. The fact that it will be done by the end of the year is amazing because, like I said, it's been on and off my hooks now for the best part of 2 years. So it's about time it got completed. So it has been living in this gorgeous flamingo bag right here with a little suede bottom and lined with trees. Could be Christmas trees. You never know. And this lovely bag closes with poppers like that, and it is absolutely gorgeous, and it is one of the bigger bags that I own, and this was made by my gorgeous friend Rita. Her channel here on YouTube is Lena's Designs Rita. I will link her channel down below. She does take orders, but you're going to have to get her email address from her channel and converse with her that way. And she makes many, many, many different styles of bags as well. So if you are in bag needing, there are several of our lovely yarny friends here on YouTube that make bags. But because that is the bag this project lives in, I am giving Rita a shout out. So if you want to see more of Rita's beautiful things, check out her channel. And if you want to own a Rita bag, send her an email. Love you, Rita. And I know things are really tricky for you right now. So if you watch this, all our love and hugs, always, every day, literally. And it's not my business to share. Rita will know what I am speaking about. And I really do hope that 2024 brings peace, if nothing else. And that's all I'm going to say on that. But yeah, she's pretty awesome, and she spends her time in both Sweden and Norway. So, you know, she is a pretty fantastical lady, and you are missing out if you don't know her and her content. So please, 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 go spread the yarny love. Give Rita some love, please. I am using my 4mm Clover Amour for this project, the purple one. Yes, indeedy. I have been using this yarn right here to connect all the squares, and I'll be using this yarn as the border as well. This is, hang on, let me dig in my bag. This is Stylecraft Special Aran with wool. It is a big, huge 400-gram ball. Obviously not 400 grams anymore, but it was. 80% premium acrylic, 20% wool, approximately 816 meters or 892 yards. Machine washable up to 30 degrees, cool tumble dry, cool iron. You can dry clean with P. 5mm needles, 5mm hook, and the colour is Peat, P-E-A-T. Made in Turkey. He's a big old monster. He's still as big as my head, and I have used quite a bit. I don't know if I'm going to use it all up with the border, but we'll see. Depends what border I do. I haven't decided yet, guys. I haven't decided. So, all of my crochet time, which has been limited, as I just explained, has been spent on this beautimous item, and I'm just trying to get it the right way round for you guys, because it's in a certain order. Because you know Manfa, she's there you go, sneak peek. She is a little bit OCD sometimes. So Premier Sweet Roll Fruits is what this blanket is made of. I made 9 squares of each of the 8 colours, and what I have done is I have diagonally striped them down through this rectangular blanket, and it's quite a nice size lapgan, to be fair. And I started with banana, pink grapefruit, dragon fruit, guava, watermelon, or as my kids say, watermelon, lime, blueberry, and plum on the end. And then I have staggered them diagonally. I'm not even going to be able to get it all on screen, but we will try and show you the entirety. He's quite big and he's quite heavy. And oh, he got caught on Mike's Merry Christmas headband. Sorry about that, Mike. What was I saying? He's quite big, he's quite heavy. 72 squares. 72 squares I've joined together, guys.
6 inch by 6 inch.
I don't know if that's quite the case. The granny squares were. I don't know about these. I don't know. Mike might be right.
They look like it.
I don't know, because some of them are a little bit rectangular rather than square. I don't know. They are roughly the same size. But all 8 colours, 9 of each, or 9... all 8 fruits, 9 of each fruit, staggered in a diagonal pattern. And the joining method that I used, bearing in mind, the only other square blanket I've done recently was quite a few months ago, and that was my granny squares that I had made for Have You Ever Wondered. And I used the continuous join as you go granny square connection. Well, these aren't granny squares. These are just single crochet squares, backwards and forwards. So I spent a little bit of time searching for how to join squares because I wanted to try a new technique. And I stumbled upon Joining Crochet Squares Flat Slip Stitch by Maisie and Ruth. It was a video that they released 2 years ago. I will link that down below. And what the flat slip stitch does means every square, it is flat on the connection. And because it has got the slip stitch, it has this nice little knit look in the middle. I don't know if you can see that, guys, because it's quite a pale colour. But it goes in between every row and every column, and it's got just a nice little detail. It looks ridged. Even Mike thought it was ridged, but it is flat. It's really, really nice. I really like it. And then the back is flat as well. It's obviously not as neat, but that is what the back looks like. I'll see if this is a better way of showing you the front. See what I mean? It looks like there's a ridge, but there really is no ridge. It's completely flat, guys. It's just an optical illusion. It is really, really lovely. So if you are looking for a flat way to join squares and you like the look of the V's going in between them, check out the flat slip stitch join by Maisie and Ruth. So I've just got a whack of border on this bad boy and he's done. So this will be completed by the end of the year. Yay! So pleased, and I'll be so pleased to get my big flamingo bag back because I've only got 2 biggish bags. I needs them. I do. So there we have it. That's all I got for you. Over to you.
Okay, so my new project. If you haven't seen it already, I believe I've only shown it on a live.
Sneak peek on a live,
Yeah.
yeah, and you had only done a few rows, not even much.
So, I am doing a pattern called Rhoda. It's a Rhoda wrap, or shawl it says, from Hobie. It's a free pattern from Hobie.
Yeah.
And the designer is Sarah Ruan.
Known as Ned and Mimi.
Yep. So that is what I am starting. And I have this in a beautiful bag as well.
Oh, that's one of our other lovely yarny friends that make bags.
Yeah. Queen's Crafts by Bridget.
Yes, indeed.
And there is the Queen logo.
Yeah.
And
so check out Bridget as well, guys.
So I've got it in this bag, but it's also in another bag that matches the pattern, my little cake cozy.
Yeah.
Which is also done by Queen's Crafts by Bridget.
Indeed, it was a set that you got in Happy Mail.
I'm going to open it up because it's so small. It's in this little bag at the moment. But so far, I have completed the first repeat.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Tell the guys what style of
filet crochet, and that is the start of my next hug.
Indeed. So it's not very wide, but it's going to be uber long.
Yes, it's very, very long.
There
is a knack to this one.
Yeah.
You have to work out how to do the graph because the way it tells you to do the graph isn't quite correct. But I'll leave it to your imagination on that one.
Well, no, tell them the full story. They need to know the full story. How long did it take you to work out? It
took me a couple of hours to work it out. So I can't show you because it's a graph.
No, I'm not asking you to show them. I'm just...
But let me explain it. So the pattern says to do each block in 4 double crochets. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to show you the blocks, but yeah. And it also tells you that the first stitch of each block is the last stitch of the previous block. But it's not 4. I had to work it out. So it turns out that it's 3 doubles in each one, but when you get to the end of that segment of blocks, you just add another one. And it worked.
But it is not written in a very easily comprehensive way. I looked at it, Mike looked at it. I looked at it, Mike looked at it. We tried all sorts of mathematical equations to try and get these stitches to add up because he's obviously got a number of stitches as his starting chain and starting foundation row. But with how they had written it as to how many... It just wasn't adding up, guys. The math was not mathing, basically. No. And he spent a good couple of hours trying to figure it out. And he was determined. He was not going to let it stump him at all. And just like we explained on the live, this is only the second pattern Mike or I have tried from the Hobie website. Mine was my ugly Christmas sweater vest last year. And obviously this one that Mike is attempting now. I had nothing but headache and trial and error and tantrum.
Which we had to work out, didn't we?
And we spent ages working that one out. And now Mike has had the same issue with this one. So not that I am dogging the patterns that are on Hobie's website, but tread with caution. They may not be as easy to understand as you would like or hope.
No.
You may need to get a second pair of eyeballs on it to try and help figure it out because they are not your generic style of pattern writing. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So just err on the side of caution, and if you can find a wrap similar elsewhere, maybe do that. Just saying.
So anyway, I am using Cotton Kings Sultan Deluxe.
Yeah.
In this colourway. It looks more orange
Put it right in their face. That's it.
It looks more orange on the camera than it does in person. But there you go.
It is in the orange family. It's just not that blown out. No. And it starts off with that beautiful light peach.
Yeah.
And it goes out into tones of what I would call brown.
Yeah, so coppers and browns. But yes, this is from the world of Majestic Yarns.
Hobie.
And it is a Sultan Deluxe 100% cotton, 250 gram, or approximately 1,000 meters, or 1,093 yards,
or 8.8 ounces.
Or 8.8 ounces. It is a 2 fine weight. It can be washed at 30 degrees Celsius. I can never remember what the triangle is.
Don't bleach.
Don't bleach. Don't tumble dry. Don't iron. You can dry clean with P. It recommends a 2.5 to 3.5 millimeter knitting needle and a 3.5 to 4 millimeter hook, which I am using a 4 millimeter No, I'm not. I'm using a 4.5 millimeter Clover.
And colour?
Colour 24. Made in Turkey.
No sparkle in this one, but the same as the yarn he used, and it has been shown on the recipient's channel. I don't know if all of you have seen the video, but psst, it's Charmed Grammy Crochet. Go check it out. He made her cry.
Sorry.
In a good way, in a happy way. She was well overwhelmed. She wasn't expecting it.
And I'm glad you loved it.
Yes. So go check that out because her reaction is just amazing.
There's a spelling mistake.
No, that's how they spell it there. That's the authentic way to spell it.
Okay,
yes.
I'll set up then.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's mine.
So there we have it. Trepidation when using patterns off the Hobie website. Pure grit and determination to get it going, and it is Mike's first time at Filet Crochet, I believe. A technique that you enjoy. Now you know that it's working and you've figured it out.
It's enjoyable, yeah.
Yeah. I quite like Filet Crochet purely because you deliberately leave gaps and you don't have to do stitches all the time.
And it makes the gaps make a pattern.
And in this case it's more of a geometric pattern.
Yeah.
But there are pictures in that pattern where you saw that it's only sort of yay wide. It's as long as a park bench, guys. It is fabulous. And of course this is a hug for another lovely friend. Oh, this side. Look, it's the whole length of a park bench.
And then she's holding it
out that way. But even in the main picture that Mike's shown you, you can see that it's a long, narrow wrap. And they actually used the same yarn, I believe, to make the one in the picture, didn't they? Just different colourway.
So it is going to ombre.
Yes. So when Mike does get chance over this festive period, which won't be a lot, but when he does get chance, he will be working on this hug. This is all he has on his hooks right now. And I think until Christmas and all those crazy shenanigans are done and dusted, maybe that will be the only thing you have going for a minute. And me, I am going to furiously try and get this border on so that I can actually relax and not have to think about it over the festive period. And I may have it to show you next Friday. That might be the only thing in Crochet Catch Up we're able to show. Who knows? But yes, I am going to endeavour to get that border on. And if you have a particular favourite border that you love, please put it down in the comment section. I may have already started doing my own thing, but suggestions are always welcome for future blankets because you know Manfa makes quite a few blankets, right? I mean, I haven't touched the other blanket I showed last week because I put that down in favour of the square one, but I'm only one person and I'm still working, so 'tis what it is, as my dear old mum would say. Anyway, we're going to let you get going. We have kept you for 20 minutes. I hope you are as near as you can be ready for the big occasion. If not, I hope you get it done over the next couple of days so that you yourself have time to put your feet up and enjoy the festive season. We do hope that you get spoiled absolutely rotten and that you have a fabulous, fabulous time. Please join us tomorrow, as usual, for our live 4 p.m. Eastern, straight after Granny D. And the Christmas lights video that I was hoping to have up for you tomorrow, they didn't do it this year. We were so gutted, so I do not have a Christmas lights video for you, but if I can squeeze in an extra video, I will. So keep an eye on the channel just in case. If I can think of something to put up, I will, because I promised you a bonus video. It's just not Christmas lights. I'm sorry. And then we'll see you at our house later on tomorrow for our live, like I've just said, 4 p.m. Eastern, straight after Granny D. And it will be the last live before Christmas. So don your festive wear, even though we're not going to be able to see you. But get into the festive mode and come and have some laughs and giggles with Mike and I tomorrow. We would really love to see you before the big event. And I think until then,
stay safe.
be kind.
Look after one another.
Get some good quality time in with your loved ones.
Get some good quality crafting time in.
We will see you in the next one.
Or around the YouTube streets.
Oh, and by the way, Merry Flocking Christmas.
And a happy new moose even. Yeah.
He ruined his own song. Oh, Mike. Anyway, love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See you soon.